The inventions of Benjamin Franklin. Benjamin Franklin had many inventions. The first one he made at the age of 11 in 1717. He loved to swim and wanted to swim longer and faster, so he invented swim fins. These were oval wooden pallets with a thumb hole to hold on to. He tried to make some for his feet, but they were too bulky and just didn't work. This invention eventually got him inducted into the International Swimming Hall of Fame. Benjamin Franklin invented the Franklin stove, also known as the Pennsylvania fireplace, in 1742. Knowing that the 18th century fireplaces were the main source of heat, were also very dangerous, letting out a lot of sparks and smoke into the house, he decided to try to make something a little bit safer. These were made out of cast iron, and they recirculated air through an inverted siphon. This provided the fire with direct air to the outside, making them safer and much more efficient, burning a lot less wood. Most of his inventions were offered a patent, but he declined. In his autobiography, he wrote, "As we enjoy the advantages from the inventions of others, we should be glad of an opportunity to serve others by an invention of ours, and this we should do freely and generously." In 1752, he invented a flexible catheter after watching his brother suffer from bladder stones and had to use a catheter to empty his bladder. It was a painful process because the catheters were rigid. Franklin made a flexible one out of flexible tubing. One of his most well-known inventions was the lightning rod. This was invented in 1752, but the directions weren't printed until 1753 in the Poor Richard's Almanac. Franklin wrote a letter to Peter Collison with the idea of the iron rod experiment. Peter took the idea to the Royal Society of London, and they thought it was a ridiculous idea. About a year later, two French scientists came across his kite experiment and tried it successfully. As they were trying it, Franklin had figured out that he could do it without waiting for the church to be built, and he tried it also, and it worked. Now, after that, all of the science world, including the Royal Society of London, recognized Franklin's work. The glass harmonica was invented in 1762. This was one of Benjamin Franklin's most prized inventions. During his travels in London, he had seen musical glasses being played, and he felt that he could make some improvements. He arranged the glasses by size and fixed them to a spindle that was on a case and then turned by a wheel. Mozart and Beethoven had both composed musical pieces for it. His version of the bifocal glasses were invented in 1785. As he was getting older, his eyesight was going bad, and he was both nearsighted and farsighted, and was tired of switching glasses between the two. So he decided to cut the lenses of both sets of glasses horizontally, and then glued the top half of one to the bottom half of the other, essentially creating the bifocal.